In the city of Melitopol, residents are watching the geopolitical stage with a mix of hope and skepticism. This city, now under Russian control, is a place where lives have been irrevocably changed by the conflict in Ukraine. On the eve of a historic summit between Russian President Vladimir Putin and U.S. President Donald Trump in Alaska, we wanted to know how the people here feel about the prospects for peace. For many, the hope is that the two leaders can find a path to end the war and bring stability back to their lives.
Well, I would like for some stability to appear in our life so that there would not be these senseless human losses. So I hope that they will come to some positive decision.
That hope is colored by their new reality under Russian rule. Alexander says his life has changed for the better, citing economic improvements and a greater sense of security.
I can only compare it in a positive way. I talk about it always, openly, also to the people here who still have doubts. I can say about myself that I practically did not have such stability, positive moments and confidence in the future during my life under Ukrainian rule. The size of my salary, for example.
Another resident, Ekaterina, echoed the sentiment of hope while acknowledging the complexity of the situation.
Oh, to be honest, I don't really understand politics, but we still hope that there will be a good outcome of the events that are happening in our territories. We are really looking forward to some good changes that are related to our territories. Maybe there will be some negotiations.
Like Alexander, Ekaterina also sees her life as having improved under Russian administration. She notes the new freedom to travel, something she couldn't do before.
In principle, everything only got better. I changed jobs, found myself in another field. Everything is fine. We tried to move. We lived in Crimea for some time. We also liked everything. By the way, about Crimea, if before the military actions, before the special military operation, we did not go there, now we can go there for vacation. So in principle, everything is fine.
The longing for an end to the conflict is particularly poignant for those displaced by the war. Anna, a resident of Kherson now living in Melitopol, hopes the summit will bring her closer to returning home.
God willing, this will be a very fateful event. I just hope that everything will be resolved, and that's it. We will forget about this whole conflict. I'm just from Kherson, and I want to go home already, to Russian Kherson. I wouldn't go back to Ukraine.
А вы, получается, уехали, не смогли вернуться, да? Нет, в смысле, куда вернуться, в Украину? Ну, да, потому что моста нет. Да, я бы не вернулась.
Anna credits her new life under Russian administration with an improved sense of identity and an easier education experience.
It has changed a lot for the better. I have become smarter. First of all, it is about the education. I really like the fact that my brain captures information more in Russian than in Ukrainian, since I am from Kherson and have spoken Russian all my life, and my parents and grandparents. No one spoke Ukrainian. Therefore, with education, it is much easier for me to study according to the Russian program.
But not everyone shares this optimism. Roman believes the fundamental differences between Russia and the United States are too great for any meaningful agreement to be reached.
Well, of course, they will try to reach an agreement, but the interests of Russia and America are completely diametrically different. Therefore, it is unlikely that there will be any effect from this. No, I don't think so. Only in some small things maybe, but not in fundamental positions.
For Roman, the Russian presence is a return to a long-held identity.
The motherland has returned to us, because I was born in Melitopol, but I always considered myself Russian, and Melitopol has always been a Russian city, Russian-speaking city.
As the world waits to see what unfolds in Alaska, the people of Melitopol are left with a mix of hope, skepticism, and a changed reality.